With Daniel Craig reportedly hanging up his pistol and tuxedo after Bond 25 in 2020, it's time to start rounding up Hollywood's most charming to find the next member of Her Majesty's Secret Service. So let's take a look at 7 of those actors that could make the cut. First on our list is Richard Madden, who you more than likely recognize as the brief but noble king of the North on HBO's Game of Thrones. More recently, Madden played a special agent sworn to protect the Home Secretary in the British series Bodyguard, which is a role that very clearly invokes some Bond-esque action and intrigue. He could be a really good fit for the role, and he appears to be high on several lists of actors to take it over. Our next actor is an oldie but a goodie when it comes to the discussion of possible Bonds, and that's Idris Elba. Although he himself has denied he's in the running, saying he's too old for the part, that hasn't stopped fans from calling on him to be tapped, and it's easy to see why. Tom Hiddleston can credit his mention on this list to his role in the Night Manager series, where he played a hotel manager and former soldier who gets recruited to infiltrate and help prevent a dangerous and secret arms deal. Interestingly enough, the Night Manager not only put Hiddleston on the minds of producers for the role of Bond, but the series director Susan Bayer also gathered some attention to maybe direct. Because 2 Toms are always better than 1, we'll go right into our next pick with Tom Hardy. Every list of charming British dudes with a penchant for action has to include Tom Hardy, and he would probably make for a really interesting Bond. However, his recent taste in roles have been a bit more eclectic than the Bond stereotype has to offer, and with the huge success of Venom this year, he is more than likely going to be tied up in that universe for the foreseeable future.
Like a bird in the wind.
Henry Cavill's tie to the Bond role goes all the way back to when Daniel Craig was first cast, as Cavill was also in the running for Casino Royale. It's worth noting that Cavill has still expressed interest in playing Bond, and after seeing him in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and Mission Impossible Fallout, it's clear espionage and international intrigue suit him well.
Things could get a little messy.
Our next pick is a little more on the fringe of possibility than others, but Dan Stevens is a very talented actor who could make for a really interesting Bond. Although the buzz surrounding him getting the role would need to grow quite a bit to be considered a serious contender. Finally, we have another wildcard pick with Christian Bale. Although he's been mentioned as a possible Bond before, he denies ever being in the running for the role. However, after seeing him as Bruce Wayne in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, you have to admit he could make for one heck of a 007. Although he may never actually put his hat in the ring, crazier things have happened, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. These are just a handful of the actors that could make for a good James Bond, but we want to know who you think should take the role on next. Whether it's one of these 7 or someone else, go ahead and drop your thoughts down in the comments, and for more on all the entertainment you care about, be sure to like and subscribe to CinemaBlend.